Dave Sherwood, and if you're watching this video, then chances are an inspector has identified that there's the potential of mold growth in your home. If that's the case and you're trying to decide should you test or not test, why would you want to test? The inspector already saw that there's potential there. Let me explain why you might want to and not want to. So, step one is why you might want to. If they've indicated the potential for mold there, we need to know, how do you need it remediated? You may be in charge of that, or the owners might be in charge of that. But if you don't know what it needs and what's there, how are you going to decide? And therefore, the remediators are going to have their way of doing it, which may be a lot more costly than you actually need. So my recommendation is to get a test done so we can determine the type of mold and whether it's airborne or not. And that will help us write up a scope of work so that the work can be done with exactly what you need and not a bunch of stuff that maybe you don't need. Second thing it can do for you is it gives you a baseline of what you had before the process was done. And then after remediation, another test can be done to show indeed it was successful and you're not going to have any further problems. Now, we're not just looking for mold in the house. We're looking for mold growing in the house. If you're moving into a house and you're concerned for health purposes and someone maybe has asthma or some other issues, sure, we can do a test or some sampling within a test that will help us identify if there's some mold that's airborne. And a very inexpensive treatment can be done to resolve that. However, if you've got mold growing in the house, then a very specific remediation process needs to be done for that. And therefore, the testing has to be just a little more elaborate, not much more expensive, but still needs to be more focused on what it is that we've identified that leads us to believe there is a mold issue there. If not, and you decide that you want to tackle it yourself, that is also fine. However, please do not use bleach, as bleach creates a bigger issue. It can exacerbate the problem, and on most surfaces, especially if they're porous, it will not kill the mold. So please do not take that upon yourself. If you're going to use it, use the proper material and the proper equipment to be able to get the job done right. If you do it right the first time, there won't be a second time. So we appreciate it. If you have any other questions with regards to mold, you can ask your inspector or you can give us a call and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much and have a great day.